Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about pragmatic artifacts. Okay, it is related to programming programming activity. Programming activity is nothing but writing source code for different requirements. Requirements are gathered from the client side. Once the requirements are analyzed, then the architectures are going to build the overall architecture of the system based on the architecture provided by the system architectures. So those architecture is the base for construction activity of the software. Construction is writing source code for the given requirement. So in this case, the major artifact is program or source code development. How to write a program? Tell me. You know very well about a program. A program is set of instructions or source code lines. So these are written by using any one of the higher level languages. So before going to develop a program, first of all you should know the problem and its analysis and its series of solutions. So based on that, the developer is going to build the software program, that you know very well. But in case of software projects or big software activities, it is not such a simple thing. It is not just like simple programs or writing individual programs. So it is linked with the several activities, because the developer has to go through with different kinds of documents. So what do you mean by document? A document is a paper or any written content. But in many situations, the documents are prepared through some intellectuals, and they will provide what to build in the software project. They may be available in two patterns. One is hard copy document, another one is soft copy documents. The hard copy documents are very difficult to maintain, because after few years they may be damaged. So most of the software companies, so they have transformed the hard copy documents towards soft copy documents inside the system. The advantage of soft copy is whenever we require the content, easily that can be retrieved, easily that can be taken from the system. So that will be provided to the developers easily, so that the development team simply go to the soft copy documents and they will identify what are the things to be followed. Based on the information provided in the documents, they will switch over, they will enter into the coding activity, writing source program. Nowadays, so most of the developers, they are following the valid content, the right content from the soft copies, so that it can be eliminated the scrap and as well as rework. In case the content is not available, the content is not properly understood by the code developers, automatically the product entered into the scrap or rework. It is very important point you have to remember. When the project goes to scrap or rework, if the developer doesn't know what to build, what to write, so our poor understanding of the document content, so in that case the developer will write unrelated content, unrelated content. So he prepares casually the program which is not at all relevant to the requirement. In that situation, the project entered into scrap or rework. So that can be eliminated by following good quality of the documents. So the quality of the documents had become more important than information of the content. The quality of the document is very, very important because it provides essential information for the developer. Then pragmatic artifacts. Pragmatic artifacts are nothing but the artifacts which are very, very essential for programming artifacts. Programming artifacts means the artifacts which support, which helps to make the program comfortably and easily. So there are certain issues now we'll discuss. One is culture issues. Culture issues mean general issues. If you follow these issues, the development team or coding team is going to build the project effectively. First, number one, people want to review the information but don't understand the language of the artifact. The people who are going to involve in the development side, they want to review the information. They want to see the information. Here, the information means conditions, the problem scope, the problem in depth of the information, etc., etc. They want to know, but the language of the artifact doesn't support. It is not available to follow clearly. Then second, people want to review the information but don't have access to the tools. The development team want to review. When they will go for review, if the development team doesn't know the complete information, in this case, don't confuse here. If the lecturer or the faculty member given one question to you, you want to build the program, you want to write the program, but you don't know the complete information about the given question. In that situation, what you will do? Normally, you will ask the teacher, so what to do, how to do, what are input values, what are the process, like that you will gather. In case if it is not available, you will review the content from the internet or from any other source of the documents. Okay, in that case, people want to review the information. People means here the development team or the people, those who are involving for making software. They want to review the information. They need some information but don't have access to the tools. They don't have proper information. Forced to produce paper, visualization tools, web, more making artifacts readily accessible. So they don't have how to get the information. They don't have any facilities to access the information. So probably the software organization has to provide all these resources for the development team so that they can access the information regarding the requirements. This is the second culture. Third one, human readable engineering artifacts should use rigorous notations that are complete, consistent and used in self-document manner. What you understand in this third culture, human readable engineering artifacts should be rigorous notations that are complete, consistent, used to self-documentation manner. So in this situation, human readable engineering means general things which are supporting for reading of the content. You should provide good grammar, good grammar, reading levels, professional editors, avoid encryption, abbreviation, documents, code. So the Document should not have any specialized symbols or any shortcuts or abbreviations. So neatly it should be expanded. Abbreviations not to be mentioned. In case abbreviation is mentioned, then it is expanded. It should be expanded. For example, SMS is abbreviation. So the full form is SMS description, short message service. SMS, short message service. So that should be described. Make code self-documenting. Everything provided with the description. Software is written once. Once the software is written, read and change it many times. Once you written the program, it can be read several times. It can be modified many times. You can change the coding lines also. Emphasize readability and proper grammar. So the entire content they are saying that it is easy to readable. Readable engineering artifacts should be provided, and the development team should not confuse. They should not feel difficulty to make understanding of the requirements. So it is very essential, particularly third one. Please remember, if you want to make a good program, the question or requirement clearly should understand. For that, they need good documentation facility. In that documentation, no symbols, no abbreviations, no encrypting details not to appear. Fourth one, useful documentation is self-defining. It is documentation that gets used. So normally the tendency of the developer or the development psychology is they want to finish the work as early as possible. Even students, even the employees, they want to complete their work within stipulated time. They don't want to extend their work after some period of hours, after a specified timing. They don't like to work more hours. So as possible as they need to complete the work within the time given for them. So for this, what we have to do, good documentation provides an engineer the opportunity to work alone. If everything is given clearly, properly, so they will work there alone. They don't depends upon others. They don't want to wait with other content. That is the meaning of this. So the purpose of fourth one is, if any work they want to finish, they have to finish themselves without depending on with others. For that, good self-documentation is essential. Use notations that everyone needs. So all notations which are common, known to everyone, use that one. Documents can stand alone. So normally every documents here, the content or description about the requirement. Then paper is tangible. Artifacts are too easy to change. This is true generally. Paper is tangible. Artifacts are too easy to change. The document is fixed. Based on the document, the developer or the programmers can make the coding. Once the coding is done, that can be changed many times. That is possible because of why should we change the source program? There are two reasons. One is to enhance the code or to implement new conditions, new criteria, government policies, or anything which is applicable to change the source code, then it is possible. Many times you can change it. So that is the advantage of program. But document is fixed. If it is required, then it can be edited by the editors of the document. Okay. So what you understand in pragmatic artifacts, the term pragmatic means essential or programming artifacts which helps the development team easy easy way or quickly they can do source programming or making source code easily. That is the use of pragmatic artifacts. So one thing I will tell you very clearly, it is very simple because it is related to programming development or source code development. The source code is going to build based on the documents. The documents contains the information about the requirement, about the problem space, about the problem domain. Okay, so based on the problem requirement, the development team is going to build the software projects. Here, you should follow culture issues. So, what are different methodologies or general tendency? The people want to information. Why the people want good information? Because they need certain information from the documents. Document will play major role here, in particular in software practices, because the problems are described by somebody else. The architectures will describe the problem space, the solution space, design, etc., design issues, everything done by the higher level people. So by going through them only, the software developers or code developers are going to build the source code. So it is done by two different teams. The top level team is going to design the solution. They will design the only solution. The next level team, development team, will build the coding. The coding team must need good document. The document should have complete information regarding the problem. So based on that documentation, this development team are going to write the source programs for the software project. Right, good. So this is about pragmatic artifacts. Okay, right. Thank you.